Indulge in decadent chocolate brownies, mastering Fudgy, Chewy, and Cakey variations. Introduction. Few desserts are as universally beloved as chocolate brownies, rich, decadent, and oh so satisfying. Whether you prefer them fudgy and dense, chewy and gooey, or cakey and light, mastering the art of baking chocolate brownies allows you to indulge in your favorite texture and flavor preferences. In this guide, we'll explore how to bake decadent chocolate brownies, offering variations for achieving fudgy, chewy, and cakey results that will satisfy your sweet tooth and delight your taste buds. Understanding brownie textures. Fudgy brownies. Fudgy brownies are dense, moist, and intensely chocolatey, with a rich and indulgent texture reminiscent of fudge. Achieve fudgy brownies by using a higher ratio of fat, butter or oil, and less flour, along with melted chocolate or cocoa powder for intense chocolate flavor. Chewy brownies. Chewy brownies strike a balance between fudgy and cakey, with a slightly dense and chewy texture that offers a satisfying bite. Create chewy brownies by using a combination of butter and granulated sugar, along with a moderate amount of flour and eggs, to achieve the desired texture. Cakey brownies. Cakey brownies are light, fluffy, and tender, with a texture similar to that of a traditional cake. Make cakey brownies by incorporating more flour and leavening agents, baking powder or baking soda, along with a lower ratio of fat, to produce a lighter and more airy texture. Baking decadent chocolate brownies. Gather your ingredients. For all variations of chocolate brownies, you'll need basic ingredients such as butter, sugar, eggs, flour, cocoa powder, baking powder or baking soda, and salt. Additional ingredients for fudgy brownies may include melted chocolate or chocolate chips, while chewy and cakey brownies may incorporate cocoa powder for flavor and structure. Choose your recipe variation. Select a recipe variation based on your preferred brownie texture, fudgy, chewy, or cakey, and gather the necessary ingredients accordingly. Prepare your pan. Line a baking pan with parchment paper or grease it lightly with butter or cooking spray to prevent the brownies from sticking. Mix your batter. Follow the recipe instructions to mix together the batter, combining the wet and dry ingredients until just combined. Avoid overmixing, as this can lead to tough brownies. Bake to perfection. Preheat your oven to the temperature specified in the recipe and pour the brownie batter into the prepared pan. Bake the brownies for the recommended time, checking for doneness with a toothpick inserted into the center. The toothpick should come out with a few moist crumbs attached for fudgy brownies, or clean for cakey brownies. Cool and enjoy. Once baked, remove the brownies from the oven and let them cool in the pan for a few minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to cool completely. Once cooled, slice the brownies into squares and indulge in their decadent goodness. Sample recipe: fudgy chocolate brownies. Ingredients: 1/2 cup, 1 stick, unsalted butter. 1 cup granulated sugar. 2 large eggs. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. 1/3 cup cocoa powder. 1/2 cup all-purpose flour. 1/4 teaspoon salt. 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. 1/2 cup chocolate chips, optional. Instructions. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees C, and line an 8 by 8 inch baking pan with parchment paper. In a microwave-safe bowl, melt the butter in the microwave in 30-second intervals until fully melted. In a separate mixing bowl, whisk together the melted butter and granulated sugar until well combined. Add the eggs one at a time, mixing well after each addition. Stir in the vanilla extract. Sift in the cocoa powder, flour, salt, and baking powder, and fold the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients until just combined. Be careful not to overmix. If desired, fold in the chocolate chips until evenly distributed throughout the batter. Conclusion. Mastering the art of baking chocolate brownies allows you to indulge in decadent treats that cater to your texture and flavor preferences. Whether you prefer fudgy, chewy, or cakey brownies, understanding the key ingredients and baking techniques for each variation ensures delicious results every time. So fire up your oven, gather your ingredients, and treat yourself to the irresistible allure of homemade chocolate brownies, the ultimate indulgence for any sweet tooth.